Okay, we're going lines 170 to 173. Huc septaeneas collectis navibus omni ex numero subit, ac magno tellurus amore, egres subtata potiuntur Troes arena, et sale tabentes artus in littore ponunt. We have subject is Aeneas. Oop, looks like I crossed him out there, sorry. Let's fix that. Okay, subject is Aeneas. And he subit is his verb. Literally, he goes under, or he enters, we will say. It's from eo ire, it's a compound. And he's going hook to this place. And he's doing it described by septem collectis navibus. Those all go together. With 7 ships collected, Far identifies that as an ablative absolute. And they are ex numero omni. Those two things go together. So when we do this all together, we got Aeneas entered this place, the harbor. Hook is the to this place. I'll talk about that in a second. With 7 ships collected out of the whole number. So 7 ships survive, at least in this landing right here. And I said I was going to talk about Hook for a second. There are several. There's Hook is to this place. There is Heek, which means in, that's with a long I, in this place. And there is Hink, which means from this place. In English, we used to have these in more common practice, like hither and thither and those kind of words. But we don't use those as much because we rely on prepositions. All right, continuing. Ac magno tellurus amore egressi optata, ogres optata potiuntur Troes arena. So the subject changed now to Troes. And their verb is potiuntur. They win. And what do they win? They win the optata arena. The, let's see. Oh, that's ablative. I'm sorry, I'm going to make it blue here for a second. It's like a direct object, but because potiuntur, note Far's note, takes the ablative, these are in the ablative case. So, and, the Trojans. And there's a adjective, well, it's not an adjective, it's participle. Goes with this here. There it goes. These are the Trojans having set out, or having left, I guess would be better, having left from the boats, you gotta assume. The Trojans having left from the boats win the hoped-for sands, the land. Magno tellurus amore. We've got some ablatives here. How do they hope for them? Or, how do they win them? With great love. And then genitive tellurus, of the land. Okay, with great love of the land. Tells you the manner in which they went out and won these sands, or reached the sands. So one more time. And the Trojans, having left from the boats, win the hoped-for land with great love of the land. Oh, I'm sorry, the hoped-for sand with great love of the land. And agressi, just a note on the form, it's a perfect. It's perfect deponent participle. So although, usually perfect passive participles are passively translated, because this is from a deponent word, agredior, which is an important word, then it's translated active. And they ponunt, they place, their artus, their limbs, and their limbs are tabentes, dripping. And how are they dripping? Tell us, Virgil. They were dripping sale with salt, meaning salt water. We saw that earlier in, I think, line 34 or thereabouts when the salt spray, the ships were going from Sicily. So here again, salt. And I think you could call that maybe metonymy. It's like a part for a whole. And then in litore, on the shore. Okay, so here we go. They place their limbs dripping with salt on the shore.